welcome back to Wind Down with Books with your girl Kay. As you can see by the title, we are reviewing Bad Girls. This book was requested by Bizarre Star, so here you go. But you know the vibes, you know the vibes, you know the vibes. I have to have my wine. So I'm trying a new wine for the first time. First of all, the bottle don't match the book. Check it out. It's called Luscious Wines. It's a Moscato and Piet. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Yeah, look at it. All right, I hope y'all have your wine. While I'm pouring my glass, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, DM, all of that good stuff. It look like about to go down good. No, y'all got to go get this wine. Y'all got to... All right. Damn, that one's good. Woo! All right, I hope you have your glass. Bizarre Star. Why didn't you tell me I was going to cry with this book? So, 5 pages in, guys, I'm bawling my eyes out. I am emotional, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm very empathetic, but I was crying. Let me tell you why. So, I'm going to tell you why I was crying, but I'm going to give you a synopsis of the book first. So, the book follows 3 females. Tanya, a.k.a. Tender, Gloria, a.k.a. Goldie, and Katrina, a.k.a. Kat. So, all 3 women are strippers, and they're navigating the strip world. You know the vibes when it comes to strippers. Yo, I'm just thinking about why I was crying, guys. So anyways, Kat is technically the ringleader of the group. She's the oldest. I believe she's in her 30s. I can't remember every detail, guys, but I know she's in her 30s. She's the oldest, and Goldie and Tender, they're younger. So we'll break the characters down separately so you get an idea of what's going on in the book. The first character we're going to dissect is Tanya. So, a.k.a. Tender. So, Tanya is, at the time, in the beginning of the book, she's a 17-year-old girl. You know, she's full, like her body's well developed. She's beautiful. She resides with her mom and her mom's boyfriend. So, Tanya had a little boyfriend. She was trying to hide up a hickey that she had on her neck. Her mother found out, started, wilding on her, beating the shit out of her like she's a woman on the street, like a stranger on the street, trying to kill her. First of all, that right there alone just pissed me off for the simple fact that parents never just talk to your kids. The first thing you want to do is put your hands on them. And then not only did you the mother put her hands on Tanya, she beat her like a stranger on the street. That pissed me off. On top of that, all right, so then now Tanya can't go to school. Long story short, the boyfriend, his name is Pete. He lives with them. Tanya and Pete, they develop a friendship. She thinks that she could confide in Pete. But all along, Pete, disgusting pedophile ass, is plotting on Tanya. So, long story short, after the ass whooping, Tanya goes to the room. Pete comes in, try to talk to her and stuff like that. Try to get a feel for being sympathetic and shit. So when the mother leaves the house, Pete decides that, oh yeah, I'm about to just violate Tanya. So Tanya smoked weed here and there, but when you're young, you don't really know what the good weed is. You thinking that you could trust this person. He gives her some angel dust instead of weed. So she smokes the angel dust. She's out of this world. He takes the liberty to start raping her. Took her virginity, all that. Yo, that part, I was bawling. I was so mad. I'm just like, I was disgusted. And just he's gonna do that? But I'm not surprised. Because look how many people that's happened to, But what made me more disgusting, guys, is besides the rape, is the fact that the mother comes in the crib. She smells sex. So she she don't even ask what happened. She wake Tanya up out of her sleep. Tanya's drugged up. She's trying to figure out what's going on. There's blood on the sheets. The mother you messing with my man. You had sex with my man. You dirty. I'm like, hold on. You wake up, you see blood on your daughter's sheets. The first thing you think is that she consensually had sex with your man. You don't even think nothing else. So the fact that, the mother did that my anger just skyrocketed. So now the mother like, all right, what's going on? So Tanya's like, you yelling at me, where's your man? Pete nowhere to be found. After he raped her, he dipped out. So the mother like, all right, we're going to take you to the hospital. They go to the hospital. They do a rape kit. Obviously, Tanya's raped. Next thing you know, I think it was the next day or the following day, Tanya goes back to the house. Everything is gone at the house. The mother packed up everything and left Tanya there, stranded, homeless, right? What kind of mother is that? Like, what kind of mother is that? That kind of pissed me off. But in for Tanya's story, every time the mother look at Tanya, she like, oh, I see Tanya's father. She's every time she look at Tanya, she's hurt. It brings up the pain. I understand that. You lay down with Tanya's father. Tanya ain't have to do with that. You pushed Tanya out. So you gonna run away from your daughter? Your daughter was abused and you blaming your daughter? Come on, drink to that, yo. Drink to that. And on a side note, something told me not to drink any wine while reading this book, and I'm glad I did it because I would have drank a whole bottle and a half. So this is the first time I'm drinking wine for this book, guys. So anyway, so Tanya's like, all right, my mother just up there left me. I'm about to go stay with family. So the mother now, she didn't stop at that, guys. The mother now decides that she's going to run Tanya's name through the dirt. She tell all the family members, call me. You know when your parents call up every family member and tell your business? That's what the mother did. The mother's like, oh yeah, Tanya slept with my man. She broke up a happy home. So now Tanya's going to stay with these family members. And they like, oh, you slept with your mother, man. You going to sleep with my man. So they trying to basically tell Tanya like, you can stay, but you can't be around my man. And then, they kick her out. And then on top of that, let me tell y'all how trifling Tanya's family is. On top of that, her cousins now trying to rape and molest her. Y'all niggas is, so I'm sorry, y'all. They dirty. And it was pissing me off. Tanya's story like pissed me off. And I was crying tears. Out of frustration. Cause I'm like, yo, this ain't real. This obviously it's not real. It's a book, guys, but you know what I'm saying, trying to say. Anyways, drink to that. And that wine is good. So now Tanya is just homeless. So Tanya then starts sleeping with men for money. She ain't got no option. She's a child. She don't have a job. She don't have nobody, no family, no friends to support her. So Tanya turns to what she knows. She uses her body to get what she need to get. So she having sex with little chump change to have a place to sleep. Then the dude that she was messing with was like, yo, you could be a stripper, you could be a dancer, you could dance. Cause she was doing a little like midnight special, guys. You want to do a little like special for your man or your girl. You know what I'm saying? Drink to that. So anyway, so he introduced Tanya to his homegirl Kat. Now he wrong for that because he know how Kat get down. So Tanya's like, all right, what the hell? So Kat comes in, take one look at Tanya like, oh yeah, she gonna do good. She got a good body, she beautiful, and she could dance. So Kat gives Tanya the ultimate like, yo, you could come stay with me. I'll feed you, I'll clothe you, I'm gonna put you on. You gonna be able to eat, right? So Tanya's like, what the hell can I lose for? What can I lose? I don't have nothing to lose. So I understood why Tanya was like, I'm going to go. Like, when you have nothing, you at rock bottom, somebody offer you something, the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to take it. You don't see no other avenue. You need to eat. You need to survive. So she went with Kat to survive. So I understand why she went. But she was young and naive, so she didn't know what she was getting into. Right? And Kat is the type of person that preys on young women who don't have nothing, who have no family, who she could use and abuse. And those type of people really piss me off. Like, you inhumane, they have no heart, their soul is just black. And I've met a lot of cats in my life, and I can't stand people like that. So I kind of wish Kat was a real person so I could whoop her ass. Just saying. But anyways, y'all. So now Tanya moves in with Kat. So Kat starts in, as soon as Kat as soon as Tanya and Kat get to Kat's house, whatever, Kat's sister's like, please don't do this to her. She's young, naive. Don't introduce her to the life of stripping. Show her another way. You know it's not. You know what kind of world it is. And here comes Kat. Oh, leave her alone. I'm not forcing her to do this. She need to eat. You was a stripper too. Now you trying to basically what's the word I'm looking for? Condemn what you used to do and stuff like that. And the sister was like, yeah, I used to strip, but I find a new way of life. It's not for her. And I understand, I'm like, damn. So Tanya's standing on the wall, listen to everything. She's trying to figure out like what the hell's going on. But again, she's young, so she's gonna go towards Kat, who's trying to introduce her to a good life. Alright, whatever. So here comes, after the sister leaves, whatever, here comes Goldie. Goldie comes out, right? So Goldie is like, damn. In her head, Goldie is Gloria. Goldie's like, damn, I hope that Kat don't do to Tanya what she did to me. So Goldie is the type of person, in the beginning, she was pissing me off. So, it's like, all right, you know what Kat did to you. You know that Kat's bringing this young, naive girl, she's innocent, into this world. You know what's going on. You start speaking in parables and shit, being around the bush. Talking about, oh, you're going to see how Kat is. You're going to understand what I'm saying. Just be careful on Kat. Motherfucker, if you telling me that, tell me the story, all right? Tell me what's going on. You know what's going on. You purposely gonna let me walk in like I'm riddling and shit. I could go through patterns. Nah, I'll be straight up. Goldie don't do that. So that's the only part that pissed me off about Goldie, right? So Tanya's just like, all right, whatever. You know, Kat trying to show me a way she really care about me. She trying to put me on. So again, Tanya is falling for Kat, and Kat is milking it up. Again, Kat is a predator. I didn't know how bad Kat was until I started really getting into the book. I'm like, yo, this bitch need to go. She gotta go. Somebody gotta take her out, right? And I'm looking down, guys, because I got some notes here, right? All right, so I felt like, oh gosh, where did I go? I lost my train of thought. All right, so Goldie. Let's get into Goldie. So Goldie met Kat under unusual circumstances. Again, she was homeless, right? So Goldie's story is that she fell in love with a local drug dealer called Green Eyes, right? You know, when a young girl meets a sexy dude and the dude promises them the life and, you know, a player, you know, they fall for it. Goldie end up getting to with her mom. The mom is a devoted Catholic, and you know, she's just like, I want better for you. I don't want you to end up like any of these girls. Goldie was sheltered her whole life, you know, so when she finally meets the dude that showing her attention, obviously she's young, naive, she's gonna fall for that. It's understandable. What happens in life, you live and you learn. All right, boom. So one day Goldie and the mother got into it, and Goldie's like, all right, you know, I love him, he loves me, you don't know what love is. So the mother, mind you, she's devoted Catholic. It's like the devil came over sis. Drink to that. Well, don't drink to that, but I'm gonna drink to that. Right? So the mother starts wilding on Goldie like, you love him, you pregnant by him. Because in the midst of it, Goldie screamed like, I love him and I'm pregnant by him. So the mother's like, nah, you're not about to have no baby. I'm about to stomp that shit out. So she started Goldie get her ass whooped too. So Goldie in the midst of Goldie running away from her mom, they was in the kitchen at one point. She hit the burner and the burner turned on. Nobody knew that, right? So Goldie leaves the apartment, goes to Green Eyes. She vented Goldie, no, my mom beat me. She don't want me to be with you. She said this, that. Green Eyes like, oh, you gotta kill your mom. Gave Goldie a gun, right? So the mom is pissed off that, you know, her daughter's going down the wrong road. So Goldie goes back, try to go back to the apartment. The mother didn't know, like, you know, when you leave the stove on, carbon monoxide all in the air and all that. The mother smoked. She lit the cigarette. The fumes already in air. Boom. The apartment catch on fire. So now her mom is dead. Now she have nobody. All right. Sidebar, right? In situations like this, when a mother, I understand why a mother would want to shelter her kids and especially in the environment that you are in, where it's infested with drugs, gang violence, predators, molestation, everything, like, you know, the neighborhoods I'm talking about. I understand why a parent would want to shelter, but parents go about it the wrong way. Like, what in the mind of Goldie's mom, it's like, you beating the shit out of Goldie, how is she gonna learn from that? She's only gonna resent you. And for my opinion, and you know, I grew up in the Caribbean, I grew up Caribbean, so it's like, all right, you know, Parents never want to speak to you. They feel like always hitting you and screaming at you is going to get the point across. No. Some parents don't take the time to actually sit down, talk to their children, and let the children understand, like, this is what it is, this is why I'm sheltering you, and get to know their child. The minute something go wrong, they ready to put their hands on them. Like, come on. But anyways, so now, Goldie's on her own. The boy, she goes to live with Green Eyes. Green Eyes start beating the shit out of her, cause her to lose the baby. She's like, I can't live like that, so I'm just gonna be homeless. So she starts sleeping on the streets and stuff like that. One day, Goldie was in the bus station. Kat seen Goldie, realized that she was beautiful, and that was her first predator. Cause Goldie. Kat needed people that was gonna be by her side. Like, she needed a little entourage, people that she could take with her to parties to make money. She wanted beautiful girls, and Goldie was her first person. So, and I'm just like, damn. So Goldie was the type of girl that, she wanted better in life. She wanted more for herself. But because of her circumstances, there's nothing that she couldn't do. She didn't have any family. Her mom is gone. She feels guilty that she believes that she killed her mom, because if she never got into the argument, she never fell for Green Eyes, her mom would still be alive. And I can understand that hurt and pain. And it's just like, at the time she's young, so she didn't know no better. And now that her mom is gone, it's like, damn, I did this to my mom, So now everybody, all three of them is linked up. They're all living together, right? Again, Goldie always talking in parables. So Kat introduced Tanya to the strip club, show her what she need to do, tell her the rules of the strip club, tell her the rules of stripping, tell her what to do, what to look out for, who to look out for. Don't fall into no pimp, right? So in the midst of this, Kat's telling Tanya and Goldie not to get a pimp, but yet she's the fucking predator all along. Like, she's the big pimp, the big daddy. Everybody know this, but the girls can't see it. So, and Kat is good at being deceiving and hiding her true nature. She comes up to you like a snake. Like how a snake slither. You don't really see their true colors at first, and they tell you everything that you need to know. And then when they skin shed, boom, the shit hit the fan. Now you see who they truly are, right? So little stuff like that. So Goldie was at the point where she was getting fed up. Like, she didn't want to strip no more. She didn't want to be in that life. And at the end of the day, Kat knew everything about Goldie. So Kat had the fact that, Goldie hit the burner by accident and killed her mom. So Kat was lingering that over Goldie's head. So Goldie felt like she owed Kat something for rescuing her. But at the end of the day, no, like, you was paying rent, you was doing all that, giving her your money. You don't owe her shit. But again, they're young and naive. So now, again, Tanya is new to everything, so she's not seeing what Goldie's seeing. Like, Goldie will make little smart comments about Kat. Kat would notice it, but Kat would be like, shoot, Goldie, it look like, bitch, you better get with the program. So, at the point, Goldie's a little scared of Kat. So let me fast forward. I could just talk about this book all day, guys. So let me fast forward. So Kat started moving funny. So long story short, there was another pimp who was trying to get Tanya on his team. So, and then Kat also had a lot of beef with a lot of strippers, right? So, and it just so happened the strippers that Kat had beef with, those were the pimp's girls, you know what I'm saying? So Kat get into it with one of the strippers. She beat the shit out of the stripper with a lock. She put a lock in the key in the sock, what them tactics, and whoop her ass, right? So the pimp is like, oh nah, like, you wildin', I gotta teach you your bitch ass a lesson. And he was also mad that Tanya, Goldie, and Kat didn't want to get down on his team. Like, they made their own money, they made their own rules. So my man's is jealous he can't get the three baddest chicks, right? So one day, they all three walking into the car. They're in the car. He tried to pull up on them with a gun. Goldie ended up shooting him in the head. They dip off to Miami. And then, all of a sudden, Kat's true nature comes out, right? So now, Kat is like, all right. All of a sudden, she started hooking up with people, sending people to Goldie and Tanya's room for them to sleep with. So now she turning them into tricks. Not only did you turn them onto the strip game, you turned them into tricks. And she didn't even tell them. They in the room chilling, minding their own business. They see, dudes start knocking on the door like, oh, Kat sent me, I already paid Kat. So Tanya's like, yo, hold up, where my money at? So the dude's like, oh, I already paid Kat. So Tanya's like, yo, why Kat got my money? So she called Kat. Kat like, oh, I ain't think nothing, I'm just trying to hold the money. Kat taking everything. So Tanya and Goldie having sex with men after men after men that Cat sent into the room. Mind you, Cat not having sex with these men, taking their bread. Did they get the money? No. Drink to that. This book got me heated, guys. So anyways, so now Cat doing some wilding out shit, some shicey shit to them, right? So Goldie's telling Tanya, like, I already know how Cat get down. This is normal. Like, I'm not even looking for any money. At this point, I'm over the strip game. I want to get over it. So now, I told y'all, Cat hooked Goldie onto drugs. Like, hooked onto drugs. Once Goldie was hooked onto drugs, Cat started feeding her habit to keep her in line. That's like, you wildin'. Like, that really pissed me off. Like, you, not only did you take them on these young girls under your wing, now you know their situations and you using it against them, and then you gonna get them hooked on drugs. Like, you the worst of the worst. Cat is the type of person that she puts up a front. She thinks she's so tough because, you know, she talk a good game and whatnot, but once shit hit the fan now, it's like everybody for themselves. But I'm gonna get to that point, that part, guys. So now, all right, you know, she finessed them out of mad bread and she made them have sex. So they basically had sex for free, you know, and she kept lying to them like, I'm holding the money. All right, so it just so happened while they in Miami, mind you, they ran to Miami after Goldie killed the dude because they was on the run, all right, for a little while. It just so happened, again, Tanya's a beautiful girl, woman, whatever. And she meets a CEO music producer, Q. So Q's feeling Tanya, you know, he got big money spending on Tanya, whatever. So Tanya made the mistake thinking that she could trust Cat and told Cat about Q. So the whole time Tanya telling Cat like, yo, Q got a big, he spending money, he buying me this, he buying me that. Cat is like, yeah, okay, you really feeding up, cause trying to take Q, planning to try to take Q from Tanya. And Tanya, I'm like, yo, Tanya, you not seeing this shit going on? Like, I'm just saying this in my head, guys. I know it's a book. I'm like, yo, like, you not seeing the little facials, like, you're not catching on. She's oblivious to everything. Like, it's like, she not seeing Cat for who she truly is yet. But Goldie's peeping everything. Again, Goldie had every opportunity to tell Cat straight up. I mean, to tell Tanya straight up what's going on. Do she? No, she letting Tanya fall deep and deep. And I feel like that's kind of up. If you say you really like somebody, you don't want that to happen to them, but you see what's going on, you don't say nothing, you just as bad as the person that's doing the violation. If you think I'm correct and you agree with me, drop in a comment. If you disagree with me, drop in a comment, tell me why you disagree with me. And drink to that. So now, they come back to Philly after that. Cat starts plotting on Q. Q told Tanya that, all right, I want to threesome, right? So Tanya's like, all right, you know, I'm trying to keep Q. I'm not trying to be with him, but I'm trying to, you know, keep getting the monetary gifts, the jewelry, the shopping sprees, all that. So Tanya makes a mistake and invites Cat to the threesome. Cat end up doing more than Tanya in threesome. She freaks, she eating ass. She licking balls, she doing all that freaky stuff, guys, and more. And Tanya's not with that, so you know, Q end up stop messing with Tanya like that and start messing with Cat. So now Goldie's like, you know, Goldie start pulling back. Like Goldie's to the point where she also prays. Like she prays to God. She believes in God. She wants a better life. She's sick of the life. She wants her soul to be free. Like she wants better for herself. But being that, you know, she killed a dude, again, Cat has that over her head. So one day Cat is driving her car, whatever, she gets pulled over. Then Cat had a warrant issue for her arrest because of the shooting. Somebody had seen her car. So they take Cat to the precinct, guys. Let me tell you what this bitch do. They take Cat to the precinct. I'm thinking like, yo, she got some morals and principles. Like she's like, out of everything like Cat is, you would think a person like that would have some morals and principles. No. The minute they said, oh, you going down for murder, she starts snitching. Singing like a canary, guys. Talking about, oh, Goldie's the one who shot them, shot the dude. I ain't have nothing to do with it. It was Goldie that started snitching. No loyalty, no principles, no none. She puts up a front. What I wrote, she puts up a front. She has a persona. And she's the type of person that will fake that she have morals to get what she need to do, and Kat believes that everyone is out to get her, and that's why she can't have no loyalty. And I'm just like, yo, like, what's good with you? Like, what's good with you, Kat? Like, how, as a woman, how could you do that? How could you subject other women to the stuff that women go through and men put women through? But it's just like, you a snake, like, and you really became a part of her environment. Like, it's learned behavior. Her mother was also a woman who gets what she needs and gets what she wants at any cost, you know. And Kat grew up with that mentality. And it's just like, yo, even though your mother left you and your sister to basically raise yourself while she ran the streets, you didn't really have it as hard as Goldie and Tanya. So why violate like that? Like, she did all that for money. Like, it's, come on. Like, that's why they say money is the root of all evil. Like, money make people not have principles, not have morals, and just and step on anybody that could get in their way. And it's just like, yo, come on. Like, I can't stand people like that. Like, I hated her character so much. Like, I hated her character so much. Every time I was reading this book, I'm like, yo, she need to go. Like, go. Drink to that. So now, the police, after the police release Kat, they issue a warrant for Goldie's arrest. Kat goes back to the crib like, oh, nah, Goldie, you gotta go. The police know about you. The police know that you shot. I forgot his name. You shot him. So Goldie, Kat gives Goldie a couple dollars and gives her phone number to her cousins and her cousins or her people who's in New York, right? Goldie flies to goes to New York on a bus, whatever. But let me tell you how tough Kat is. The worst of the worst. So she know her peoples in New York is more grimy than her, right? The number that she gave Goldie was for people who would do the same exact thing that she would do to her. Turn her out to drugs, feed her habit, pimp her out, and all that. And they did just that, right? So Goldie now goes to New York. She rents a room in the Bronx, you know. She turns to what she didn't have a job, you know. The money that she had saved up, she didn't have access to it. So she's thinking that Kat is gonna hold her down. Tanya's gonna hold her down. Tanya, I'm gonna get to that part, right? That they're gonna hold her down while she's on the run. So Goldie turns to stripping to pay her room rent, to feed her drugs or whatever. So every time Kat changed the house number, Kat answering the phone, feeding her bullshit, telling her that, oh, Tanya don't care about you. Tanya not looking out for you. Because mind you, Goldie and Tanya was tight. So Goldie thinks that Tanya violated her, not looking out for her. All the meanwhile, every time Tanya gets paid, she's giving Kat thousands of dollars to put towards a lawyer for Goldie. So Tanya not knowing that Kat is taking the money and putting it towards her own benefit, in her own account, right? So Goldie think as Goldie's talking to Kat, Kat is feeding lies to Goldie like, oh yeah, Tanya don't quit her. She got a new man. She don't give a damn. So Kat starts believing it. Mind you, Goldie know how Kat get down. So I don't even know why sis was believing that. But you know, when you're in a desperate position and you need the help of somebody, and the only person that's answering is the person that's violating you, you're going to tend to believe them, right? But the problem is, every time Kat was speaking to Goldie, Tanya would ask, and then Kat wouldn't put her on. So it's just like Tanya had no way to get in contact with Goldie. So now, this what happened. So the dude that Tanya was messing with, Q, one day, Kat was talking crazy about Tanya to him, right? Talking crazy. So Q was like, you know, I like Tanya. I'm gonna put her on. So he calls Tanya like, yo, I don't know what you got going on with Kat. That's not your girl. She every chance she gets, she talking about you. Watch your back. So Tanya's like, yo, she really talking about me. So then Tanya confronts Kat, and then Kat's just like, oh, nah, it's not like that, whatever. So back to Goldie, right? Because this is how the story start coming through. So Goldie realized like, oh damn, she don't really have a friend. You know, she hit up Kat's people. They turn her on to, again, having sex with dudes in a hotel party. They drugged her up, like gave her mad drugs. She ended up doing a porno, not even aware that she's doing a porno. And then at the time, Goldie's like, I had enough, right? And so Goldie decides that she read a Bible verse, and the lines in the verse was like, something with death. I don't know the top of my head. So let me pause. So on this whole journey, Goldie kept a diary, and in the diary, it told everything, like how she met Kat, what Kat did to her, stuff like that. And Tanya would see that Goldie would write in her journal, but she respected her privacy not to go through her stuff, right? All right, boom. So fast forward to what I was saying. So after Goldie reads the Bible verse, she's like, yo, I had enough. I can't live like this no more. And I understand. So she took a whole bunch of pills and took her life, suicide. And she wrote a note saying, forward my diary to Tanya so Tanya would know everything. And I was balling. I'm like, yo, Goldie wanted better for her life and her situation, her circumstances. She succumbed to it, and she didn't have a good support system. She had no one around her to lift her up. She didn't, at the end of the day, she believed in God, but she didn't have that strength, that resilience to truly, get her way out of it. And I understand why she took her life, because I can't say, like, if I was a character in the book, or I'm reading a person, like, and I was going through that same situation, like, I would be contemplating suicide too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. Like, you can't see no outcome. You don't have nothing. The more you try to better yourself, the more stuff come. Like, the more she was trying to leave that life, the devil just kept knocking at her door. She said, come to her life. And I really like Goldie. I like Goldie a lot. She had the sense to recognize who Kat was, and who she would become, and what she was doing. She wanted more. She saw a life beyond the one that she was living. And a lot of people in those circumstances can't see that, and unfortunately she had passed due to that. But anyways, so Tanya gets the diary, starts reading everything, she reads everything in the diary of what Kat did to Goldie, and she was furious. So sis wait up for Kat to get in the house. So she's sitting, she confronts Kat, start whooping Kat's ass. So as I'm reading up, I'm like, yeah, beat up. Yeah, that's what you get. So Kat getting her ass whooped. She not a fighter. Tanya tearing that ass up. I'm like, drink to that, yo. Drink to that. We need some more wine. So now, I'm like, all right, cool. Kat got what she deserved. So after that, Kat's like, yo, I want my money. I want my money from Miami. I want all the money that I was giving you to get Goldie the lawyer. First of all, I don't know what made Tanya think that even though she put her ass whooping on Kat, that Kat was just gonna give up the money. Kat is in it for the money. So I'm like, yeah, she's still naive. You know that you put a good ass whooping, you was gonna scare her? Nah. So as Tanya is trying to rake up enough money to leave Kat alone to open up a business, because Tanya wanted to open up her own hair salon. She not only was she beautiful, she did hair on the side. So she was, she would have her own individual clients where she'll meet them individually, like a private show in a hotel, whatever. She'll do whatever she got to do, get the bread, and go. So while she's waiting on the money for Kat, she's doing what she got to do. There was a part in the book where I laughed at where Tanya was with some white dude, and he liked dominatrix or something like that, where he liked getting whooped. He liked that pain getting whooped. He freak. So then, it was a part where she was like, as I'm beating this white dude Marvin, I'm thinking about repaying him back for the 400 years of slavery my ancestors had to endure. I'm like, yeah, whoop his ass. But anyways, so when Tanya goes to meet up with Kat at the meetup spot to get the money, what Kat do? Kat goes get some girls from the hood to whoop Tanya's ass. I'm like, all right, cool. So Tanya's like, all right, you want to play that game? So I'm going to pause there. So we're going to go back to Q, the dude that Tanya met in Miami, that Kat, they did the threesome, Kat took over, right? So Q had a baby mama. So the whole time, Q and Kat was, Q's baby mama and Kat was going back and forth talking about, oh, I'm going to take your baby daddy, whatever. So Tanya knew about that. Tanya called the baby mother, act like, she was Kat, and was violating, talking crazy on the phone, like, oh, I got your baby daddy, he about to leave you, he don't want you, bitch, this, that, and third, right? So the baby mama, oh, yeah? So Tanya and telling the baby mama the address, right? I guess she's acting like Cat. So one day, the baby mama pull up on Cat, shoots Cat right in the head. I'm like, yeah, that bitch got what she deserved. Yes, sir. I'm like, maybe she got too easy because it was an instant death. I was happy that Cat died, y'all. I was happy that Cat died. But the problem is she died in front of her son. And unfortunately, her son is another black African-American boy in the book. But again, that could play out in life that witness and that's traumatized by death and gun violence. And, you know, they have to go down like that. But I was happy that Cat died. She had to go. She's the type of person that I don't even care if she get holy and sanctified. I'm still going to remember what sis did. She's the devil herself. And it was just like, yo, you tore two lives apart. You vindictive. And you got what you deserve. Like, I felt no remorse for Cat. I was cheering for her death. Again, I cried for Goldie. And then the book ends with, you know, Tanya getting out the strip game. She didn't get to open up her salon, but you know, she was working an honest job to get the money up, and she saw a different life for herself. And I was cheering for Tanya. I'm like, yeah, you know, your life circumstances led you down this path, but you was able to, you know, get up out of it. And a lot, you know, she didn't get to succumb to her circumstances. She's building towards a better life, and I was happy, you know. But Cat's character really pissed me off, guys. Like, I just couldn't deal. The whole book just pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, but I did enjoy the read. It was an easy read. For the most part, it was enjoyable. But the book is triggering because you know, there's a lot of sad stuff that occur in the book. A lot of, you know, rape, murder, molestation, vindictiveness. The list just go on. I would, if you are into urban fiction books, I would recommend the book. It's not a book that I would read again only because it's very triggering and I'm not trying to be crying all the time, guys. You know what I'm saying? But the book is good. Another user, I forgot her name, I'm sorry, told me there's a part 2. So I am going to read part 2 for the sake of it because I already read part 1. But for the most part, this is my review, guys. If you read the book, drop in the comments. Let me know what you think about the book. If you didn't read the book, let me know if you want to read the book. It was enjoyable. I got the book Friday night. I was finished with it by Saturday morning. Again, it's an easy read. Don't drink no wine with the book, guys, because you're going to be drinking a full glass of wine. But I did enjoy the book for the most part. If you want me to read a book, drop it in the comment. Drop it in my DMs. But like, share, subscribe, guys. And I'm out. Until next time.